Hi, welcome to my channel. It's Takiaki Tarot. Today is Monday, October 13th, 2025. So, my last video was Saturday, because I don't really post on Sundays. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Alright, 1, 2, let's get a third deck. Okay, I'll use Seasons of the Witch. Alright, cool. This was like a southern pecan. I got a bunch of fall flavors. K-cups. This one's southern pecan. Not bad. Yes, my love. Yes? Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Let me move this. Yeah, I think that's way better. Alright, oh. Sorry, I had to stretch a bit. Gotta let the ancestors speak through me. Alright, seriously though. I'm just kidding. I'm feeling the Elders card in tarot. I meant tarot in this deck. Alright, let me get like 1 to 2. Ooh. I mean, this one did fill up a cauldron. So we got crystals and herbs and cauldron. A lot of magic. A lot of magic. Magic is afoot. I mean, it is October. It's the spooky season, so everyone's like more inspired and more confident, feeling a little bit more courageous with like their potions and spells and the ghouls and the goblins, right? All the hype of October. But come November, you got to pay for what you've been doing all October, right? So I feel like too, October, it's very like, yeah, let's do this, we're gonna do that, right? All October. But those same ghouls and goblins that were, you know, like instigating and you know, hyping you up, right? They're nowhere to be found come November. But so people do gotta be careful. So you got 2 witches. You got 2 witches going against 1 witch. And that says a lot, right? If people got to gang up together to go against 1 person, that says a lot, right? That means that by themselves they ain't shit. So keep that in mind, all right? If people got to gang up together to attack you, is because by yourself, you standing alone is too much. They're like a fraction of 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 like a semblance of a hope, of a wish, of a power that they wish they had of yours. All right. So, crystals and herbs. Oh, what medicine, what sacredness to behold! A dash of healing straight from mother's home. So you know something ancient, something that was passed down to through the maternal lineage of the women in your family, the maternal lineage in your family, right? Your bloodline, the maternal bloodline, all right? In your bloodline, something that was passed on. It could be like recipes, ingredients, information, wisdom, knowledge. I don't know, whatever. It's kind of giving. It's giving. It's giving, you know how like when you were a little kid and you would like gather around that one family member and they would like tell you stories of like their childhood, or like stories of like your parents, or stories of like how things were, blah blah blah. It's kind of giving something like that, right? It's like a grandmother or like a great aunt or something like that. All right, you were giving something, or something was passed down to you. She's like doing potions, or like doing something with herbs, crystals, right? Those are usually things that are good for like healing, cleansing. I'm getting new beginnings, like flushing out, detox, things like that. Healing. I said healing already? I feel like I did. So you're I'm getting like medicine women too. So these are things that were passed down to you. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but storytelling is a form of healing as well. So, alright. So there's that. So there's one person. And she's doing this by herself. Whatever it is that you're doing, I don't know why I repeated that twice. You could be a divine feminine, divine masculine, but whatever it is that you're doing, it's just you, yourself, and you. You know, me, myself, and I. It's, you don't really, you got this, you know what you're doing, right? And it's not that there's anything wrong with help, 629, but it's just more along the lines of like, whatever it is that you're doing, it's not really necessary at the moment for you to like ask for extra help or whatever. Because it's like if you're baking a cake, you don't really need extra help baking a cake, right? You got everything that you need. You just got to put it all together, bake it, blah, 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 and that's it. Take it out the oven. You don't really need 10 people to bake one cake, right? Now, if the cake is like a massive, massive cake, right? That's a whole different story. But I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, it could be like healing, something healing. You don't really need, you know, anyways. But over here, you got two witches, and they're brewing something together, putting things in the cauldron, trying to make something work, right? It's like they need each other's magic, right? Because they can't do something alone. They don't, it's not like they can't, it's just, they don't have enough oomph, right? They don't have enough, like, I don't know why I want to say chutzpah. They just, by themselves, they can't, standing by themselves and doing what they have to do is not enough. So they need, you know, like this person can't bake a cake by themselves. They need like 10 other people. Okay, now you bring the eggs, you bring the oil, you bring the water, you bring the flour, you bring the sugar, right? They can't, it's just, they can't do something, it's just not enough, all right? Because they have like a fraction of 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 a semblance of a wish, of a hope, of an idea, of a belief, of a wish, of a hope, of a fraction of the magic that you have. That's how little these people have. All right, and it could be two women. Now, for others of you, it could be two men and you're a divine masculine. It could be two men and you're divine feminine. It could be two women and you're a divine masculine. Take it how it resonates. It really doesn't matter, right? But it just goes to show that you can do something on your own, and these people have to essentially band up together to do something together, because they can't do it on their own. It's just not enough. Bewitching, yes it be. Blink and you shall see. A bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. So whatever these witches want, it's just that. It's a want, right? Now here's the thing. Just because you want something doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get it. Or just because you want something doesn't necessarily mean you deserve it. You see how that works? There's also that saying, what you want isn't always what you need. Okay? So these two witches, these witch bitches, whoever these two witches are, they want something. I mean, they really, 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 really want something. But according to the Most High God, that's not what they need. That's not what they deserve, right? And the fact that there's whatever they want it so bad that they are willing to band up together to take it. And it could be, okay, yeah, they want something of yours. They want to take something that you have. And they want it so bad, but because by themselves, you know, they're not. First of all, who are you? Second of all, if it was meant to be yours, it would be yours. Third of all, like, shouldn't that tell you that if you can't get it alone by yourself, first of all, you want to take something that's not yours. Okay, so that's one, right? You want to take something that's not yours. Second of all, you don't have the power to take it by yourself. Third of all, what you're doing is you're essentially banding up or grouping up or I don't know, what's that, like, bandwagon kind of energy, to get other people to help you get what you want, because you it's just not in the cards for you, literally. All right, so this is what that is. And I also feel like you're literally, she's watching these two women. These two women are focused. Yeah, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get what we want. And she's over here by herself, and she's doing what she's got to do, but she sees it. She's peeped that, right? So these two witches, look, they're focused on the magic that they're doing, and look, she's watching them. You see her eyes? She's watching them. She can see, like, I see you too. I see you. Okay, I see you. Right? I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, but I see you. I see the both of you. All right? And I think that is the funniest thing, because it's like, I mean, go ahead, because they're going to do what they want to do at the end of the day, right? So that's on them. Whatever happens is whatever happens. All right? But they were warned, because I'm hearing you were warned. You were warned. But that's not going to stop you from doing whatever you're doing, whatever you have to do, whatever you want to do. On the bottom of the deck, it says, greet the darkness. I mean, I'm going to show you, but they've got their boobs out, so I have to, like, cover it a little bit. Here, with their spine bends and the mouth quivers, breathes the hidden, the pieces that make you whole but cut deep with all of their sharp edges. So I feel like there's something about being able to see yourself for who you really are, being able to look at yourself in the mirror, your reflection, your entirety, the depths of who you are. All right. So I feel like not only can you see yourself as that, but you also see these other two women as that. So you be seeing everybody. Okay. And there's 3 women here, and on the official board, there's 3 women. So it's kind of like, I see why you're doing what you're doing, and I see you do it as you're doing it, but that's all right. That's not my business, because really, it's not your business. Whatever they're in, it may be against you, it may be to target you, it may be to attack you, right? But at the end of the day, their actions are not your business. The Most High God will take care of it. Your ancestors, your spirits, they're already large and in charge, heading toward these 2 witch bitches and doing what they got to do, right? And I feel like the only reason why they're doing it so heavily now is because it's October. Everybody wants to be a witch. Everybody wants to be magical. Everybody wants to be spooky, right? It's so hyped up. So that, like, oh yeah, we could totally do this. Come to find out, November, what happened to that thing that we did? Oh, it worked, but it's a boomerang. So what you put out is what you get. All right? So that's why you don't have to do anything. They're going to do this irregardless. So let them. That's not your business. But you're aware of it. So I guess really that's all that matters. So and I just think that is the funniest thing. Someone could also be trying to do like beauty spells. All right. I feel like it's like beauty spells and like something to do with like your waist or your stomach, your belly. Is to make you seem undesirable. But it's funny because just as quick as this magic is being done is just as quick as this magic is being dissipated from your energy. Because you're a medicine woman, you're a healer. It's so funny because as soon as something comes your way, you're like, oh, I have a recipe for that, right? I have a tonic for that. I have an herb for that. It's like that kind of energy, right? I mean, whether or not you're good with crystals and herbs or whatever, but it's kind of like you just know, like, how to counteract something, right? You just know. It's just ingrained within you. This knowledge that you have that was passed down. All right, you just know. So I'm saying, like, just as quick as they send this magic out is just as quick as, oh, okay, right? It's like when you're cooking something, right? And the spaghetti's too acidic, right? Oh, you got to just add a little bit of sugar, right? It's too sweet. Add a little bit of, I don't know, salt. Just think of it like that. You just know how to like counteract something. And I don't know what they're doing, but it has to. You know what? Okay, because I just noticed this cat in here. It has to do, if you're a divine feminine, you've got two, either, it doesn't matter, you could be divine masculine too. And these could be two men, two warlocks, two witches, two masculine energies, two feminine, and whatever. Let's just say you're divine feminine, you got these two witch bitches, right? These female witches, and it has something to do with divine feminine energy. The feminine energy. You know, you ever see like, oh my gosh, it has to do with your feminine energy. They want to be seen as desirable, sexy, beautiful, pretty, gorgeous, wanted. Like people, you know, it's like you can walk into your room and you're like, people are like, wow, like he is so handsome, or wow, she is so beautiful, right? And it's just like very alluring, very magnetic, very mysterious, very desirable. These two women, they want to feel that way. They want to feel that way. They don't feel desirable. They don't feel seen. They don't feel wanted. They don't feel... Let me tell you something. I don't know why women lusted after. They want to be lusted after. And you need to be careful with that energy, because being lusted after can be very, very dangerous. Yes, especially like depending on who's lusting after you. Being in that energy, that's not something that you should like... That should never be a goal. Like being lusted after, that's not, I don't know, it's just not, I don't know. I feel like women, there are so many women, not all women obviously, but there are a lot of women that they desire to be lusted after, and that's, I guess it's for like their ego, they want to feel wanted and all that, but like, that energy is very dangerous. It really is. And it's not all that is chalked up to be, right? Especially if, like, you're constantly having to, like, shoot people like a fly because of that energy. But anyway, so I feel like it's something like that. They want to be seen as, like, that feminine, lustful energy. Like, they want that energy. So that could be something that you have. You could just be naturally desirable, attractive, beautiful. People are drawn to you. Men lust after you. Men desire you. Women envy you. It's that energy. There's something about your feminine energy that these women want. And they're doing a lot of what they can. So that could be, oh my gosh. That could be one of the reasons why they're doing beauty magic. Like if they do beauty magic on you, the attention or your attraction or your glow, it dies down, and they can like siphon that, but it's not working. And they need to be careful, because every time I get this energy, I get the movie Love Potion #9. It's a really, really, really old movie. It has Sandra Bullock in it. You should definitely go watch it. Towards the end of the movie, the girl, she had like the big vat of potion or whatever, and when she coughed, hordes of men were chasing after her, and like she couldn't go anywhere, she couldn't do anything, because it was just like men were just lusting after her, and she had hordes, and she was running for her life because she was about to get mauled to death because of these men that wanted her. So it's weird to want that energy, all right? And I mean, it may not even be that extreme for you, but to crave to be in that energy, to just everywhere you go, men want you. Married men, single men, taken men, women, what doesn't matter. But that's just a very that's dark, right? To want to be willingly be in that energy, that's very dark. It's giving Jezebel, right? They just want to be able to use their looks and their body to manipulate. And they can't. They don't have that energy. They don't have that. And that's probably why. That's probably why they're not being seen as that. That's probably why they don't have that energy. Because God already knew, like, they were about to do some weird, scamming, messed up things with that energy. That's probably why they don't have it in the first place. but they say you have it. And that's another thing too. They feel like because you have it, you're wasting it. Right? But it's like, that's exactly why these women don't have that energy, because they would be doing some foul shit with it. And you see it. You see exactly why they are the way they are, why they operate the way they operate, why they're doing the magic that they're doing, and it's still not amounting to anything. And the fact that they are working together and their magic is still not enough, like, that's not your business. Right? These two women made a pact or an agreement with each other. Like they're in like the same cult or coven or same group, or they could be like sisters or cousins related, or they could even like share the same man or same ideal or a belief or something. There's like a pact or something like that between these two women. Oh my god, I just feel like they're riding the same broom. Bewitching, yes it be, blink and you shall see. A bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. They're, whatever it is that they want, whatever it is that they're going for, it's not wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah, they're like, their prayers or their offerings or it's not being heard. It's not being acknowledged. Like their sacrifices, it's not being acknowledged. All right, it's not. It's just they could be like trying to offer something to a demon, and the demon's like, who are you? Like it's just like they're a bunch of nobodies in the spirit world. And I know that sounds mean, but it's like, and I'm saying that because it's like they're trying to go up somebody who is considered like a medicine woman or like a healer, and you think your little inspired hocus pocus stuff is gonna work. Wolf in sheep's clothing. So there's a wolf in sheep's clothing around you. It could be one of these two women, or like I just said, these two women are riding the same broomstick. So that broomstick could be the wolf in sheep's clothing. It could be a masculine. So there could be a masculine who is a wolf in sheep's clothing that is around you. I don't think I'm gonna drink that one again. After this cup. It's because it's because I'm jealous of you. Yeah, so see, you got these women that are jealous of you. That's because they're trying to take something that's like, it's part of your essence. You're just a very desirable man or a very desirable woman. It's just in your nature. You just have that alluring, sensual magic to you, and that's just, it can't be, it's just who you are. It's part of your makeup. Your not like makeup on the face, but it's just part of your DNA makeup. It's just how you were designed. Okay, it's just how it is. They're jealous of something that you can't change about yourself. Just because you forgive doesn't mean you need to forget. Remember this lesson to move forward. So I think someone's going to apologize to you, which is great. Let them. All right. It could be one of these witches. It could be the wolf in sheep's clothing, actually. But that's neither here nor there. But somebody's going to apologize to you, which is, let them apologize. Right? They want to apologize that they did something out of jealousy and blah, blah, blah. And let them, right? Now, this apology could be 100% false and fake. It could just be like a way to get their foot in the door, a way for them to be like, okay, so I've apologized, so can we hang out again? Right? Because I feel like that's what it's more about. Like, I feel like they want to apologize for doing something to you out of jealousy, but that jealousy is still there. Because they went the extra mile to do something to you based off of the jealousy that they already had lying within them towards you, right? So they just want to apologize, right? I feel like it's really a way for them to like be around you, right? Because it's like, it was one thing for them to be jealous around you, right? And if they were doing magic around you, the magic was easier to hit. The beauty spells, the this, the that, the slander, the gossip, it was easier to hit because they're around you. So who wouldn't believe it? Or, you know, why wouldn't the magic hit? Because they have like, they know exactly where you are. You know, they know exactly what to throw at you, blah, 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 right? They know. So they're still jealous of you, but it's just their jealousy is more at a distance, right? And nothing's working, obviously, from a distance. Their slander, their rumors, the gossip, the magic. So they need to be, this person feels like the best way for them to do this is if they apologize to you and get close to you, right? So it's kind of like, okay, well, like they're gonna apologize and be like, oh my god, so we should totally hang out, we should catch up and blah blah, you know, why don't you come over, or you know, why don't I come over and blah 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 blah. That's not necessary. I accept your apology, thank you, but keep it pushing, right? So you could just be like, oh my god, thank you, I accept your apology, you know, and they're gonna be like, oh, we should catch up, what are you doing this weekend? I'm sorry, I'm not really interested. Oh, but I thought we were just catching up, and I thought, no, I accept your apology, but no, I'm not interested. Right? And then you're going to even know more because they're going to be like, oh, well, like, see, there you go. Right? Like, if they really meant to really, really genuinely apologize to you, they would already understand that there is a big possibility that after that apology, you're going to go separate ways. That does not guarantee you access again. And if they're getting mad because they don't have access to you, that's really what they wanted, access to you. Right? Someone who genuinely wants to apologize, they're going to know there's a strong chance that once I apologize, that person never wants to see me again. And you have to accept that. You have to be willing to be like, okay, I'm going to have to take this L. It is what it is. I apologize. I did what I did. I said sorry. But they just don't want me in their lives, and I'm just going to have to accept it. That's a true, genuine apology. But if this person's like, oh, well, I apologize to you. I don't know why you're being like that. What do you want? What do you want? I accepted your apology. What do you want? Well, I just figured we can hang out. I don't want to hang out. Well, I don't know why. That's why. Like, why are you getting mad because I don't want you around me? So that should tell you a lot. Alright? That should really tell you a lot. So, I don't know. Ex-boyfriend or ex-husband. This could be an ex-boyfriend or ex-husband of yours. Oh, actually, no. The wolf in sheep's clothing was the ex-boyfriend or ex-husband of yours. So these two witches could have been riding the same broomstick that was your ex-boyfriend or ex-husband. Yeah, you gotta be careful because there are women that will, like, they're your friends or whatever, but they see something that you have, they see something that you want. It's like that Jezebel energy, right? So they'll, like, go in and seduce and attract to prove something to themselves that they can do it, that they're desirable, that they're wanted. It's a lot of their ego. It's that spirit within them, right? Oh, yeah, I can totally take, right? I remember... Oh my god. I remember years and years ago, I knew this girl, and she was, I'm not one to judge. I'm not judging anybody, right? But I remember one of her goals in life that she was excited about was to have an affair with a married man. And she was so open and so verbal about it. And I just, when she said that, she was so, like, sure. It was as if someone said, yeah, I'm going to go to school and be a lawyer. It was like that kind of conviction. And when she said that, I was a little, like, dumbfounded, because I'm like, that's, first of all, that's not really something you should be saying out loud. And second of all, that's not, like, that's not really, like, a goal that you should have. right? Like, so it's giving it's giving this energy. I don't know. So you have something that these women are jealous of and they want, and they're doing something, or they've been doing something to get that energy, to get that attention, and it's just not working. Especially if you have these women at a distance, they want to get closer to you. They want to know the secret recipe, right? They want to know the sauce. They want to know how you do what you do, right? That's the only reason why. I feel like they've been trying to imitate you from a distance for so long. It's just not working. So they need to, like, get up close and personal, right? Study the recipe, right? Which is you. Alright, I'll get 2 more and then I'll close the reading. And it's crazy because I feel like once October hits, you get all these, like, wannabe witches and spellcasters and warlocks, and you get all these people coming out of the woodworks all of a sudden, donning the apparel, donning the lingo, like, let's go to Salem, and just a bunch of stuff when all year you've been quiet, right? I'm telling you, they're inspired, so it's a lot of, like, confidence, right? But all year that confidence is like, right? It was because, oh yeah, let's be witches, it's Halloween, and let's do this, and let's make a spell, let's create a potion. Like, you guys. So I don't know, but you were someone's target this year, I'm getting. It's so funny because the way she is, the energy that's giving from her, it's like she's doing her herbs or whatever, and she hears a commotion outside. She's like, what was that? And she sees it, which is these 2 witches, like, cackling, like, yeah, I throw this in there, I throw that in there, we're gonna. And she's just like, it's none of my business. Like, it's just so funny to me. There's something very, like, loud about these 2 women, too. It's so funny because these 2 women are dressed as witches, and they're like the least magic of all. And she just looks like a regular maiden. She just looks regular, and she's the most magic of all. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, people want to don the apparel, and they want to be witches, and yeah, we look the part, so we are the part, and you know, this is magic is not faking it until you make it. You either have it or you don't, right? And if you have it, you can work on it, right, and strengthen it. But if you don't, then I mean, you just don't have it. You don't, right? You don't have it. Let me get 2 more. Oh, what was that? It was your family. So these women could be in your family. Either they are in your family, they know your family, they grew up with your family. But for some of you, these 2 women could be in your family. I also feel like if you all come from the same maternal bloodline, I could see why the jealousy is here. Because it's like you all share the same, hypothetically speaking, if you all share the same blood, right? All these women share the same blood. They come from the same family. They don't have what you have. And that's going to make them feel jealous. That's not fair. That's not fair. She's obsessed with you. Yeah, this is a feminine that is obsessed with you, who's jealous of you, obsessed with you. She's in your family. My mother/sister made me do it. So you got these 2 women. So you got 2 women. You got a mother and a sister that is obsessed with you and jealous of you. So these are the 2 witches in your family that are doing this magic. My mother/sister made me do it. She's obsessed with you. It's because I'm jealous of you. It was your family. So this could be like your mother, your sister, your aunt and her daughter, your cousin and her mom, your grandmother and her daughter, your aunt and her sister. It's just two women, right? Two women in your family that are jealous of you. And they're like egging each other on, like, yeah, let's do this, yeah, let's do that. Like, they're two like Dumb and Dumber. It's like that. They're two idiots that band it up together, hyping each other up, right? Hyping each other up. Like, yeah, we could do this. Let's do this, right? And I feel like too, because people, Paisa, they want to know what you have. They want to see what you have. That's one of the reasons why they want to apologize to you, to get close to you, because they want to know what you have. Because from a distance, they don't know what you have, right? How can they compete or copy or replicate or misrepresent who you are if they don't know who you are, what you have, the finances, the money, the things, that whatever. They don't know, right? How can their magic work if they don't know anything about you, right? So that's why they want to. Their apology is their way for them to close that distance, right? It's a way for them to, because they're throwing this magic at you. And because of the distance, there could be like a spiritual distance, a physical distance, an emotional distance. You could have like distanced yourself emotionally. There's no emotional ties for you there. Mentally too, financially too, whatever. But it's like they're throwing this magic, right? And by the time it gets to like the halfway point of where you are, the magic is already like disintegrated. But you felt it. You picked up on it. Oh, okay, I know. It's not going to hit you, right? But it also doesn't mean that you're not going to pick up on it. So it's these two women that, and you see it. You see why, because you know who they are, like who they really are. Their soul, right? The essence of who they are. And the side of themselves that they don't even want to look at themselves. But you can see that side of themselves, right? Now that tells me a lot. I can see the parts of you that you don't want to see of yourself. You really think your magic is going to work on me? I've seen you before you're even willing to see yourself. So that's that. I was going to say, October, it really, people think that when October hits, like, all year round, it's so funny why, but people think all year, like, October is, like, the most powerful, magical, like, powered up month of the year, right? Disregarding all the other months, all the other equinoxes, all the other moons, all the other cycles, whatever, right? They disregard the magic in those as well. But I feel like a lot of these people, they wait until October to do magic, okay? And then it's like you think just because you wait for like the spookiest month of the year that's gonna, like, I feel like they do this, these two women are doing this because it's like, since everybody's doing magic, though our magic can't be traced back. That's a lie. Everybody's using cell phones. They can't track back our phone call. It's literally like, it's like that. That's their logic. If they wait until October, it can't be traced back. It can't be, you know, God's not going to know that they were the ones that did this magic on this day because everybody's doing magic on this day. That's a lie. That's so, like, but that's why they'd be waiting until October. That's why they're going hard right now. Because it's October. It's a spooky month. Because they feel like they're safe in this month. If they could do it, if they could just wait until October, they'll feel safe because it's like their magic is like hidden under all of this stuff that's going on in the air. And it's like, you're not low. Okay? You're not low. And if I know that this is happening, so does other members of the collective. Right? And if I know, that means the Most High God knows. That's how I know. Because the Most High God told the collective. So, I don't know, they act like they're doing this magic and it's not being seen. Like, it's, just because you're doing it in October, it doesn't, you're not, it's not a secret. It's you might as well be doing magic in a glass house, right? It's not as hidden as you think it is. This is Aquarius age, alright? This is Aquarius age. I'm gonna get 6. Oh my god, this is 2 complete opposites, man. We have the sun reverse that came out, and on the bottom of the deck we have the star upright. That's you. You could be an Aquarius, or this is just about, because you know how to heal, your future's good. Your future's good. Your future's fine. Your goals, your wishes, your hopes, dreams are available to you. You can do whatever you want. Nothing's blocking you. No stopping you. You have the ability to pour into whatever you want to pour into, right? Now, if these women want to apologize to you, their hopes is that you would pour into them. No, I don't have to pour into you. I accept your apology, of course, yes, of course, right? If me accepting your apology, if that's what you need to hear, of course. Because a lot of the times, one of the reasons why people apologize is because they want to know that they've been redeemed from their sin or their betrayal, right? They want to feel like, okay, I've been granted freedom again, or I'm no longer being punished, or whatever the case it is, right? That's not what they're apologizing to you for. They don't care about that. They don't want to hear, okay, yes, I apologize, or yes, okay, I forgive you, right? They don't care about that. They just want what comes after in their mind, which is, okay, now let me back in. But you're like, no, I accept your apology. Now I'm going to close the door. I got to get my charger. Hold on. Right? So you're like, I'm going to close the door. And it's like, they're trying to like, so as you're closing the door, they're going to try to like, wait, but can we come in? Can we, why don't we like have a cup of coffee? Or can I use the bathroom real quick? No. Sorry, my toilet's not working. Sorry, I don't have, I don't even have coffee anymore. I drank it all. Sorry. So that's what they really want. All right. They want whatever you have, this healing energy, this star quality energy, something good in your future, right? You have that. It's there. You have that. I also feel like too, they feel like the reason why you're in this energy is because of your feminine aura, your feminine, in their mind it's your feminine wiles, right? But they feel like your future is so bright because of the way you look, right? It's pretty privilege, right? Whether you're a man or a woman, they think it's because you've got pretty privilege, and they want that. They feel like that's the reason why things are so good for you. They want to know what your looks have gotten you. Whether you're a man or a woman, right? And it's crazy because it's like, that's not what you use your looks for. Now they would use your looks in that way, right? But that's why they don't have your looks, or the looks, or that's why people don't, wow, you're so desirable, wow, you're so handsome, wow, you're so beautiful. That's why they don't have that, right? And I'm not saying these people aren't attractive, and I'm not saying that they're ugly. I'm just saying that they don't feel like the looks that they have, the energy that they have, the aura that they have, it gets them what they think it gets you with your looks and all that. So that's a personal issue now. That's between them and themselves. That's an insecurity issue, right? And also, why are you so worried about what someone else is getting with their looks? Right now, why are you worried about someone else's business like that? All right, so that's a them issue. That's why whatever they're doing is based off of jealousy, and you know that, you see that. That's why you're just like, huh? Anyways, and then you're just doing whatever you gotta do. And we got the sun reverse that came out. Yeah, these are very miserable, unhappy people. They feel like they're out in the dark. They also feel like their magic is not working. If you feel like your magic is not working, it's probably not working, karmics. You're right about that. Because why would God, like, hello, like, what's not clicking, right? I feel like these women, because it says need for reflection, these women should, instead of trying to do magic to take what you got and worry about how you're using your looks and your attractiveness and your handsomeness and trying to see what you got going on. Why don't you use all that energy to kind of, you know, do your shadow work, right? Figure out why you are the way you are. Greet the darkness within you, right? Instead of like, I don't want to look at the darkness within me. What darkness? There's no darkness, but I see it, right? And how you're operating right now in your lives, it's based off of that unhealed darkness, unrecognized darkness. You know, you're not greeting the darkness within you. You're operating out of the darkness, and you don't even, what darkness? What darkness? The darkness that you're operating out of. The darkness that you're feeding. The same darkness that you're neglecting. I know that's why you are doing what you're doing. That's why it's not working. You know them better than they know themselves, and that's the craziest thing, because I know you better than you know yourself, and you're doing magic on me when I know why you're doing the magic in the first place. Come on, right? Listen, being right all the time, it loses its novelty. It does, because it's just like, it's just not like fun being right all the time. It's not something to be like boisterous about. It's just not. I don't know. It's just not. Like, people like this would be like, having that lustful energy is amazing. Being seen or lusted after 24/7, desired after 24/7, that loses its novelty too, because it's like, you gotta wait for the person to sift through all of that to see you for who you really are. Alright? And you can't force anybody to see past the lust and the desires. You gotta, right? Your divine masculine or your divine feminine will see you for you, right? Everything that they want is all surface level. It's surface level, and that loses its novelty too. It's boring. It gets boring. It's just like, I don't know. The best way I can put it is like small talk. Ugh, I hate small talk. It's just, where's the depth? Right? Oof. You saw how that card fell out right there? 3 of Pentacles. Upright. Yeah, these women are working together. And it's so crazy because you're working together to achieve a goal, and you're not achieving the goal. If anything, it's making you more sad, more miserable, more jealous, more bitter, more obsessive. Right? And it's like, you guys have to work together, and you're still not getting done what you got to get done, because it's not working. I don't know. The moon reverse, it's not a secret either. I don't know why they think that, oh yeah, this is, let's no, you might as well be banding and joining together and collaborating and being in alliance together in a glass house, because I can see inside. I know who's who, what's what, and this, that, and this, and that, and blah, blah. It's not a secret. And the crazy thing is that they wait until October to do this, because for some, I don't know, it's weird. For some reason, people be waiting until October because they feel like it's safe. Because, oh, we're just being spooky. It's not real. It's Halloween. Like, are your intentions to do magic? Are you doing magic? Are you presenting yourself as a witch? Then it still counts. Just because it's Halloween and, oh, let's just be witches. It's spooky. It doesn't count. It's Halloween. It's fine. It's Halloween. Are you still touching Ouija boards? Are you still touching wands? Are you still chanting? Then it counts. It counts. Right? I can't, I just, every October, I'm just like, I get a headache every October, because I just know, like it's just 31 days of BS, right? Jesus. My cards are getting stuck. I'm seeing the Empress card in my mind's eye. we get the Emperor that came out. So there's an Emperor around in your energy. These women could be jealous because you're walking towards an Emperor. There's an Emperor that wants to have a new beginning with you. You have a divine masculine in your energy. The Fool on the bottom of the deck that wants to start something new with you, that has plans with you, for you. Split the deck. Wheel of Fortune, upright. Yeah. You have an Emperor. There's sirens in the background. You have an Emperor, Wheel of Fortune upright. Wait. Wheel of Fortune upright at the bottom of the deck with the Wheel of Fortune as I split the deck. This Emperor wants it all with you. And he's jumping. But I don't know if he's good or bad. He did come out upright, so his intentions could be good. I think there's something about his delivery, though. It might be a little too stern or aggressive, but that's just the Emperor in them, because they're an Emperor. So, you know, they're going to tell you what they want. They're going to get it done, right? They want this like this. They want that like that. It's just because they're an Emperor. They got to make choices and decisions, and they got to call the shots, and, you know, they got things to do, so it may seem pushy or bossy, but it's just, this is a man who knows what he wants. So the collaboration has to do with these two witches are trying to like cloud this Emperor from seeing you as you. They don't want this Emperor to have a new beginning with you or take a leap of faith with you. Whoever this man is that's going towards you, right? They feel like this man is only going towards you as well because of your looks and how you look. So there could be, that's another reason why they're doing beauty magic to affect your beauty, your waist. I keep getting something about your waist or your weight, but I feel like it's more your waist, like your belly or something like that. You could be feeling bloated. They're trying to make you feel like if you feel undesirable, you're going to, it's like as you feel, it's like so within, so without. As within, so without kind of energy, right? If they can make you feel like you're not undesirable, you're not going to exude that energy that you are desirable, that you are attractive, that you are a boss, and that you are this, and you are attractive, and you are beautiful, and you are handsome, right? But it's not working. King of Cups. So this Emperor could be a King of Cups upright. So we got Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So not only does this person know who they are, but they want like that home life with you, family dynamic. This Emperor knows that you have some hidden enemies around you. This Emperor knows that you've got women that are jealous around you. And they know that when the two of you get together, it's going to change something completely. That's that Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And I also feel like no, don't say that. Alright, I have to get 3 more, then I'll close the reading. What time is it? It's like Indigenous Peoples Day, right? I don't know why they still call it Christopher Columbus Day. But I've been noticing more and more and more if that's like getting like pushed out, and it's Indigenous Peoples Day. Oh my baby. Okay, I'll get 3 more. Justice. So justice is about to be served. Some sort of truth and clarity is being revealed. This could already be happening right now as well. I feel like these two witches, or this woman, or whatever, these women, they wanted to like, they just thought something was so unfair that they thought that if they take it upon themselves to like, I don't know, it's so stupid because it's kind of like, they felt such an injustice because of their jealousy. They thought that they had to set the scales, but the reason why it wasn't working is because the scales are already set as they are set. It's just not, It's just how it is. So they thought they could take it upon themselves to like reset the scales. And I feel like that's when God's coming down like, put that back. All right, put that back. Who told you to touch that? But it's just not fair. Who said it's not fair? We don't think it's fair. That's your opinion. The Most High God, it's like this for a reason. Favor isn't fair. And it's crazy because by doing all of this, because they thought it's not fair, you just made it worse. Because it's like, if you would just mind your business and do what you gotta do, right? Face whatever dark demon, animosity, jealous, obsessive thing that you have inside of you. If you just focus on yourself instead of operating out of that dark energy, then, I mean, you wouldn't be feeling this way. But instead you're feeding that. So, oh my God. Yeah, let's do magic to make her ugly. Yeah, let's do magic so, women don't want him. And it's just like, or you could do magic to build yourself up. You could do magic to, increase your confidence. You could do magic to, make yourself, feel better about yourself. They don't want to do that. It's hard. I don't have the time. I don't want to. But you have time to dress up as a witch and, chant and dance naked in the woods, right? You have time for that. But you don't have time to lift yourself up. Six of Cups. Oh my gosh. I was going to say Six of Pentacles. You have the Six of Cups, right? These are people from your past. They want to come in now and give you flowers, right? Just because you forgive doesn't mean you need to forget. Remember this lesson to move forward. These are people that things are being set back in place for you, as it should. They want, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. Here are your flowers. Can I come in now? Why don't I come in and put them in a vase? No, I don't even. I'm not really a fan of those flowers. But thank you so much. And they're going to like lose their mind. What do you mean? Can I just use the bathroom? Can I have a cup of coffee? Page of Pentacles reversed. That's a form of magic. And they're still doing magic. It's black magic. Page of Pentacles reversed. Their apology is just a really, really old, dark form of manipulation to get back in. It's really, really old. Really nothing new. Really not going to work. You might not even be home when they're like stopping by. Oh, we were just in the neighborhood. Are you home? Yeah, I don't even live there anymore. I don't know what home you're at. 5757. Alright, one more. And then I close the deck. Reading. Five of Wands upright. These women are arguing and they're fighting because what they're doing is not working. And they're getting like impatient because it's like they thought that by now they would have what you have, or you wouldn't have what you have by now. And it's like nothing is working and they're arguing, fighting. It's just like a bunch of bitter witches just arguing because it's not working. Judgment. We got Justice and Judgment on the bottom of the deck. I don't know, they need to relax. And just because you're waiting until October to do this doesn't mean, oh, it doesn't count. It's spooky. It's just for fun because it's Halloween. It counts. The intentions, tools, the wants, the desires, it counts. They're trying to pass it off as like, oh, it's just Halloween. It's just for fun. It's not real. It counts. Right? This is the same, like, I was just playing. It's Halloween. I was just playing. Stupid. Bye.